Ivo was born and brought up in Bulgaria. He came to the United States to study massage. Ivo is a very charming man and a very eligible bachelor. Ivo, in his early 20s, would find comfort in random hookups. What is very interesting is that he has not had sex for over 9 years. Instead, he spends time growing his massage work and giving back to the community. Let us find out what changed and why. Well, welcome, lovely Ivo, to the I Am Big show. So I know you chose coconut water as your drink today. Why coconut water?
So, usually because of my background, I'm the massage therapist. So that's, I like to drink healthy stuff.
Yeah.
I was preferring either water or coconut water.
So you were originally from Bulgaria.
I'm from Bulgaria.
Born and brought up in Bulgaria. Tell us about your life growing up in Bulgaria.
I was growing up in a small town.
What's the name of the town?
Lovech, which is
Bulgaria.
very close to the capital. It's about 2 hours from the capital. I grew up there, graduated high school, and spent 1 year in the army, which was mandatory at the time. And later on, I went to the college. I spent
in Bulgaria.
In Bulgaria, in the capital.
So you moved to the capital. You were studying chemical engineering, which you really did not want to study, but you wanted a way to get into the big life. Tell us about your big life.
To me, the big life at the moment was just to escape from my daily routine. And people that I'm seeing every day, and in the small town, you don't see very different people. And in the capital, you see everybody can do everything, and especially if you're away from your family, you can really do everything. Nobody can control you.
Tell us about the everything.
I'll say for me it was really normal. I was living in the dorm like most of the people in the student city, and there's parties every day, like different parties, and those parties are not party you drink one drink and that's it.
You drink
crazy
to get
party.
drunk.
Yeah, you drink a lot, and usually in the parties you try to be with more girls. You have to be if today you're with one girl, you try next
it's
day
almost
to be always being pretty much like a very, I don't know what kind of life.
Like a series, one after the next.
Yes. One after the next, and you just.
When you say B, you mean sexually as well?
Yeah. You
so
just
hooking up just randomly.
Yeah,
And trust me,
it's interesting, but
I've been there. So
you feel never satisfied. You're just really looking for the next one. And,
who's going to be the next one?
And if you have more, you're really how do I say it here? You're like a macho. You're a big man. You're you have more than most of the girls. They want you, and you want to be with them. And
so what happened? How long did this phase of drinking and having multiple sex partners and being the macho man, how long did that last for?
Right before I finished high school, that starts I was 16, 17 at the time. All the way to college, I was 22, 23 at the time. And all those years are being wild.
Do you remember the number of women you have been with?
Maybe around 10 or so.
Okay.
I wanted to have the really beautiful girl, and physically, and just funny girl, and I have it next to me, and everybody, the guys, they're oh, he's having a really beautiful girl, and I'm not really feeling I'm satisfied. I'm not feeling like I'm fulfilled. Okay, I got it already. You always trying to get the next one, the next one, and the next one. I always feel there is emptiness in me, that it's I always thought I'm gonna be fine once I have the nice girl next to me, but that's didn't happen. It was
because were you not connecting on a deeper level? Is that what it was?
You're kind of connected, but you still feel something is missing. It's hard to explain.
And what changed for you? Was there one thing, or was it just a series of things which was okay, boom, this is my changing point?
I'll say it's a series of things. Once I came here in America.
What brought you to America?
Better job, better life, everything. Just
so you wanted to live the American dream.
Most of the people.
I love the American dream. And we're all here, right, at the I Am Big show. Did the change in your mind about you want to change your behavior happen in Bulgaria, happen here? Where did it happen?
It's happened here.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I came here and I'm by myself. There's so many people, but I'm by myself. I don't speak the language. I don't have money.
You felt lonely.
I don't have place to live. I was
Did you
like,
feel lonely?
at
Did you
the
feel
time,
alone?
at the time, I felt really desperate. I knew that I'm coming in a new country and that will be like different challenges in the way, but I didn't know that that's going to be happen the way it's happening. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And in this moment, I was so desperate, and I was like, I'll pray. I mean, I don't know how to pray. I don't know if there is God or not, but you don't have anybody. I mean, and I was just, God, if you're there, God help me.
So the sex part and all of that, so the basic, because you were trying to get your basic life in place, that just took a back burner. So it's not that you wanted to give up sex in order to survive. It became a survival issue.
I need a place to live. I need a food. I need just all these things that they're very, very basic. And after just saying this simple prayer, all these things start happening one after another, one after another. And I was like, man, I'm really, really so lucky. But after a while, after a couple of weeks, you start thinking, okay, I'm not really lucky. I mean, just if you're lucky, okay, you can be lucky once or twice. But if this thing is keep repeating and repeating, and I would start thinking, okay, there should be like someone is really watching at me. And I was like having so many questions. I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know what's wrong.
You're not crazy.
And at this moment, I moved to a place with friends. Now they're friends. Before they were strangers to me. Bulgarian friends. They're being part of the church. I was so desperate, and I have two options: to stay on the street, sleep on the street, or just to go with those people. Even though they look nice to me, I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I try. And I had very difficult time in the beginning, the first couple nights, because those people, it was really nice. And I knew from Bulgaria, if somebody's nice to you, means that they're trying to do something behind your back.
They want something.
They want something. I mean, you can't be just nice like that.
It's almost like we've been conditioned to feel like if somebody is being too nice, especially if they're a stranger, they want something from you.
I started to work at the time, and every time they was waiting for me to finish your work and to have a dinner all together.
Oh, wow.
And all different kinds of stuff. They was helping me with everything
There's
possible.
so many families who don't even do that. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Yes, and usually if you open the refrigerator, it's not like I used to be like in the dorms in Bulgaria. Okay, this is mine, this is yours, this is ours.
And any dorm, it's not just Bulgaria. Dorms really, this is very territorial.
Yeah.
So then you started your massage business at that time?
Yeah, I started at the time. Yeah.
And you and then so now you started to make some money. You have a home.
Mm-hmm.
So how come you did not get back to just okay? Now let's party up.
Actually,
Let's drink. You did?
Yeah. Actually, at the time I was like still doing it. Once I get into it, I was going to the bars and striptease bars and like
So
different.
you got. I mean, those things kind of sneak back in.
I start feeling like really very discomfortable. I feel like so uncomfortable there, like just going there, and I was like wondering what's happening, what's wrong with me, because I feel like I'm not belong to this place. I feel like I have to get away from here, and I didn't know why. I just feel it from inside. It's something.
You changed.
Something start changing me.
Great. That's. And again, I think that this goes beyond nightclub. I think it goes. Look, I love sex. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you like sex, right?
One day.
Okay, one day. Whoever it's going to be is going to be a lucky person, because you're obviously, the reason you're not, so it's been, 9 years and no sex at all?
Yeah, 9 years.
Any self-indulgence at all? Do you do anything?
No.
Nothing?
No, nothing. Mm-hmm.
Nothing?
Nothing,
And are you waiting for the right person to happen, and then you will, is that what you're waiting for the right partner in life? For this, you know.
Yeah, I do wait, but it's not like, okay, you wait and you're like, oh man, one more year, or you're not like that, because I'll say that's God working me, because God is giving me strength and God is helping me through all this, because I'm a human being. I have all these feelings in me. You still want it to, but you don't want to be just to be happen because of it. You just need to have the whole thing. You need to have the person next to you. You need to have the whole personality.
You're waiting for a life partner.
Yeah.
And you're ready to treat a human being as a human being.
And there was one moment in my life I really realized that all this that was happening in me, and at the time I started going to church, is really God doing it God is the one who's doing this transformation. And I was like, just let all my life to Jesus. I just said, God, take my life and I'll live for you.
It's about going through a transformation, whatever that means, whether you connect to a bigger power, you connect to God, whatever works for you. And whatever the issue you're combating or the change you're looking to do. So how do you feel today?
I feel great. I feel great because, like I said, I found something that I was like really missing. Yeah.
So, well, thank you. I think that for me, you are a living example of strength, and just you helped me get in my life. So thank you for coming to our show.
You're welcome.
Give me a hug. Thank you.
My pleasure to be here.